Hey, y'all. Welcome back to another episode of No Filter Just Me with your host, Lil Bit. Um, I did want to let everybody know, as we do in every freaking episode, this video is for adults only, 21 years and up. There are no kids to be watching. Please and thank you. Please remove your children. We are very blunt. We get straight to the point. There's going to be some things you might not want them to hear. But yes, no kids allowed, adults only, 21 years and up. Let's get straight to it. So I kind of wanted to go over something that popped in my head. Bear with me, y'all. Because it did really come to my head, and you know how things come to your mind, but they don't come on paper the right way when you try to write it out or speak it for that matter. But I wrote this shit down. Hopefully it comes out right. Now I got 2 pages. So yeah, bear with me. Now what came to my mind was experience. That word it's you can pretty much come up with a lot of things when you think of the word experience. When I'm saying experience, I'm saying basically like with relationships, right? So my question to myself, or just it was basically to myself because I answered it myself. And then I did a little bit of some research to sorry, I was fixing my pants, y'all. Um to basically make sure that I was right. You know what I'm saying? So my question was, does a man need experience with women to know how to treat the woman he desires the right way? Right? What if he has had no relationships in the past? This is his first relationship. Would he know exactly what to do with the woman he wants to spend the rest of his life with? Or will he need experience? You know what I'm saying? Will he still fuck up as much as he would without the experience with the girl he loves, compared to having the experience and knowledge with the woman he's just dating for the moment? And the short answer to that is gonna be, the man does not need experience. He does not need to be in 30,000 different relationships, because it dawned on me. It's like you see all these men, they have a high body count, they done been through relationships, and they still treat women like shit. They didn't learn anything. You know what I'm saying? So that short answer, no. Now the research I did, we'll kind of get into it. But in my mind, if he's got the right mindset, a man doesn't automatically become a good partner because he's dated or had sex with a lot of females. Um, I mean, like I said, some men have dated over 20 women and come back and they still treat women like shit. So a man does not need experience to know how to treat a woman right. Okay. What actually, this is where it starts getting into the, I'm saying, that research, that little bit of information, these facts. What actually makes a man treat a woman right is his character, his maturity, his willingness to listen, his emotional awareness, his desire to protect what he loves. A man with no relationship experience can still have respect, empathy, and good intentions. Now, obviously, we're not going too far into detail. There's probably a lot more on what makes him treat her right. You know what I'm saying? But that's just like the lump sum of what I grabbed, because I wasn't trying to write too damn much. But to the second half, would he know what to do? Right? Yes. In a generalized sense, yes, he will know exactly what to do to a certain extent. Okay. And what I mean by that is he knows how he feels. Okay. So if he knows how he feels, he knows how he wants to show up for this woman. He knows in his heart, like, it's almost like an urge. It's like a reaction. It's like a feeling, like a knowing. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just know. You have that intuition. You just know. You just know how she's gonna want you to present yourself, how she's gonna want you to act, how you know what I'm saying? Like, and not too far into that, because we ain't, you know what I'm saying. But he's not gonna know every damn detail, of course, but he's damn near gonna get it to a T. Now he's gonna deal with he's gonna struggle with some shit. That's obvious. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't know every fucking thing. Nobody does. Now he might struggle with communication at first. Some not. Some might have a great mindset. They might have learned good communication from the family. You never fucking know. Everybody is fucking different. Okay. But if the shoe fits, wear it. Whatever. Um, he might have struggled with communication at first. He definitely might miss some of the hints you are pushing his way. That's most men. I'm not gonna lie. Most men are just um slow. I can't really say slow. They just don't sit in a fantasy mindset. You know what I'm saying? So if you want something done, say something. You know what I'm saying? Closed mouth don't get fed. So you keep trying to feed this man hints. You might as well just open your mouth. He's probably gonna miss it regardless. Most men do anyway. Um, so he might not be able to read your emotions correctly. Now that doesn't tie too far in to missing the hints. This is a completely different thing, but can tie together in an aspect. Because you should be able to read your woman's emotions correctly, at least to a certain extent. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes you might struggle. But yeah, you might struggle with that to a certain degree in the beginning because you are just now learning this woman. You are just now figuring her out. You know what I'm saying? So you might struggle with some things, but not as much as somebody that's been in 30,000 relationships who has not learned shit. You know what I'm saying? Um, they might understand having trouble understanding boundaries. None of this shit means that he does not care, understand, or give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? It does not mean none of that. The fact that he's willing to fix it or whatever definitely is showing you that he gives a fuck, obviously. You know what I'm saying? So um excuse me, y'all, I just burped. That was so unladylike. But he will mess up without experience, yes, but way less. Like I said, way less with somebody that's been in these situations with women before, dated plenty of women, and didn't learn from their mistakes, didn't learn, and basically developed bad habits. Not basically, definitely developed bad habits. So, yes. Now, he may mess up because he doesn't know certain things yet, but he won't be damaged from past exes. He will rarely ever compare you to somebody else because he's never been with somebody else. He won't bring trauma into your relationship. He's not dealt with any certain trauma from a relationship, so how is he able to bring that? He won't be smooth, but he'll be sincere. Now that one was kind of cute. I wanted to add that. That is true. If he gives a fuck and he's genuine, he's not gonna be a smooth criminal, but he's gonna be sincere. You know what I'm saying? So that one actually hit me because I was only wondering because my man has never been with anybody. So I really wanted to know, like, I just stuttered. That was horrible. I really wanted to know if, like, how do you know how to treat somebody without being with, like, having dealt with certain shit and elevating and leveling up in certain ways. I just didn't want to be the one that he had to grow with and leave type shit. I don't like that shit. The fuck? Like, I don't like wasting my fucking time. So with him telling me he's never been in a real relationship or a relationship at all, the fuck, he's a grown fucking man, kind of scared the fuck out of me. So I definitely wanted to do some research on the fact that, like, holy fuck. But he's got a good fucking mindset. He's very positive. He's like got good motivation. This motherfucker's responsible, reliable. He takes care of his shit. Like, I could keep going on for hours. This man is a good fucking man. He knows what he wants. He knows what he desires. He knows what the fuck he wants. He goes out and he gets that shit. He does not play about that shit. Um, but when it would come down to, like, arguments or just him trying to, like, understand certain things or communicate with me, or like the shit that I just read, it was weird. Like, it was easier than being with a female. I'm not gonna bullshit you. It felt so good. You know what I'm saying? Not arguing. That just sounded so toxic. I don't like arguing. I just enjoy the fact that when it came down to a situation that we didn't agree on, which is an argument, um, or I guess it's not. It's a non-agreeable subject that y'all are talking about. However you would call that, whatever. Technically, really not even an argument. We barely argue, which is beautiful. Like, we'll get like a little itchy here and there. Like, hey, I ain't like that shit. Da da da. I think we have argued, I'd say, about 3 times in our whole relationship since July. So we're actually doing pretty fucking good. Boundaries, all that shit. But in the beginning, yeah, he didn't really understand how to communicate with me. He didn't understand how to cater to me. He didn't understand how to protect me. He didn't understand how to provide for me. He thought that only came through money. And that one is going to be another thing I'm going to talk about on my next podcast, but we're not going to get into that right now. Um, but yeah, it was weird, but it was easier than being with a woman wholeheartedly. Like arguing with a woman felt like I was trying to like literally trying to succeed at breaking a brick wall with my forehead. Okay, it hurt. It was exhausting. It was nauseating. It was painful. It was annoying. But arguing with a man, like, it just feels so much better. It's easier. It's not even arguing. It's a conversation. It's a communication. It's a weird communication. Sometimes, we're not really getting each other's point out or being heard, but it is a lot easier to come to a fucking common ground with a man than it is another woman as a woman. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely wanted, I wanted to get that out of my mind because it was odd to me when we first started dating. It was different. It was. I didn't expect it because everybody I came across was obviously a woman. This is my first real like relationship with a man. So I really, I had to do some research. But my next page is going to be versus somebody with experience. So the first one was no experience, none. The second one is going to be with somebody with experience. Okay, y'all can't read it because that shit is backwards. I don't know why I put that out there, but who cares? So somebody with experience, this could go two ways. Like I said in the beginning, some motherfuckers get into these situations, in these relationships, and don't learn. Some of them do. Type one. Type one. We got learned from his past. Underline that hoe. Learned from his past. Okay. Someone with experience. Type one. Learned from his past. He took the time to fucking understand. Okay, to grow. Took a step back to analyze what the fuck was going wrong and understood what he could fix it himself because you can't fix nobody. You can't change nobody. You can't make nobody do what you want them to do. You got to change you. Okay. He took time to understand that, right? He's better at communicating. He's calmer due to situations he's been in. These bitches be psycho. Instead of matching their energy, motherfuckers shut that shit down. Not shut down and become emotionally distant. You don't have to level up with like if she get loud, motherfuckers don't you ain't gotta get loud, stay calm. Shit. He's more aware of what to say, how to say it, when not to, or just more aware of what to do and what not to fuck to do. Because some men don't know that shit. They need to be guided. You know what I'm saying? And that is something that both parties should already do for each other. Men should guide their women. Women should guide their men. Because you can't expect a man or a woman to grow unless it's like a plant. How you expect a plant to grow unless you water it? I'm supposed to nurture you and give you the respectable things to help you grow. So make, you know what I'm saying, put two and two together. The fuck? Just more aware of what to do and what not the fuck to do in that relationship. Type one. That one's my favorite one. He took time to fucking understand. He didn't sit and point the fucking finger and hit the blame game. He was like, you know what? Shit didn't go good. What can I do to change myself? Because I feel like I'm going to keep hitting this wall and ain't nothing going to change unless I change myself because I can't change the people around me. You know what I'm saying? So this one gets fun. Type two, they build bad habits. They become the environment they're in around. Okay? They become it. They leech off of it. They intake that bad shit. You know what I'm saying? He's manipulative, emotionally detached. Like I said, not to be. Don't shut down. Shut this shit down. You shut the shit down. You don't shut down. Big difference. um, let's see. Emotionally detached. He's always got one foot in, one foot out, right? Because in a traumatic fucking relationship, both parties, not one, I believe both parties are either not really either. You guys are going to stay, but you're always going to keep threatening that you're going to leave. It is some weird psychological thing that both parties feel like works on people. I'm going to leave you. I'm going to leave you. I bet this person could treat me better than da 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 da. One foot in, one foot out, right? Commitment issues, building. building bad habits, lashing out, getting physical, whatever the case may be, like being inconsistent, things that you used to do that you just decide you just don't want to do with this new person. Like something happened in that last relationship that you brought to this new one, right? Because a good man is not going to do that. Somebody without experience in a relationship is not going to bring anything, but somebody with experience is going to make sure they bring some trauma, some headache, some heartache, some baggage. Even and this one's a good one. Men with experience and knowledge know how to keep that shit compartmentalized. Good fucking men. Good mental, how would I say that? Their mental fucking state is so solid that they're not bringing shit from their past because they know it's in the past. That's the past. I'm not going to bring it to my future. She has nothing to do with this person, right? How's Jennifer the same as Veronica? They are not the same people. Why am I going to treat Jennifer the same way that, me and Veronica was getting down? I'm not going to do that. A good man with experience, type 1, is going to do that. But bottom line, experience is not guaranteed improvement, okay? Just because this motherfucker, both parties too, we're going to say that. Just because she's got experience and just because he's got experience does not mean any type of improvement is guaranteed. The fuck? Some men just gain body counts, not wisdom. They just fuck. We already know. We know that though. So don't be thick-headed, okay? Like, how many times a year can women reproduce? 1. How many times a year can men reproduce? 1,000,001 if they wanted to. The fuck? So, let's make that make sense. They could literally fuck and not even be thinking. There's no wisdom in any of that for them, right? They got to be using their brain, top and bottom. A man does not need to have a past to give you the love that you desire. He just needs to choose you intentionally, want to grow with you, communicate openly, accept correction. And the men, I want to let y'all know, this part is kind of difficult to push on into the message only because women are always in control. So when I say accept correction, she's already in control, so just do y'all thing. You know what I'm saying? Don't simp for these bitches. You know what I'm saying? Don't let that hoe put you in your place every fucking second, even when you feel like she shouldn't be doing that shit. He just needs to protect the relationship. There's a lot more obvious reasons, but this was just the lump sum, like I said, that I got that I wanted to write down because my fucking hand was cramping up. So, if he, you know what I'm saying, if he gonna make sure you get what the fuck you need to get, right? And I've been saying this for a while. The good men aren't gonna go on TikTok, aren't gonna go on anything, any social media, and tell somebody they're good. What was that saying? I think Lil Baby hit that hoe. Hold on, let me think. He said, or something, or no, somebody else said this. It was part of a rap in one of Lil Baby's songs, but somebody else, apart from the song, somebody else said something like this. I can tell somebody that I'm great, but I can't remember how it fucking goes, but you can't tell yourself that you're great. You know what I'm saying? You can't tell other people that you're fucking a good person, or I do this and I'm great at this, I'm great at that. Like, you gotta let other people be the judge of that. That was so diabolical that I tried to really think that through. My God, you guys. But that's pretty much, yeah, what I had on my mind for this podcast. Experience don't mean shit. It don't. And some people really don't care if you got experience or not, to be honest. They'd rather you not. It brings less heartache, less headache, it's just less annoying, less to deal with. You know what I'm saying? Like, the fuck? But we're going to end that here. I just wanted to let everybody know I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for supporting me. Again, this video is for 21 years and older. No kids allowed. Go check me out on TikTok. I love you guys so, so, so much. And that's it.